Is there anything cooler than a flip down visor? You're practically a fighter pilot. Oh, thank fuck that day's over. Woo! I could shit myself with glee. A little nugget of joy released from betwixt these cheeks. Oh, nice and sunny on the way home. Bit of a in the air, bit of a nip, but still. Sunshine, grips off, fence open, mesh on. Summertime, summertime, summertime. Also got a fantastic idea, I say, fantastic. Midlife Crisis put out a very brave video actually, asking people to rate his filtering, which is brave because the YouTube road safety police have never stopped anything from them giving unsolicited advice. So, and it's probably been a long time since anyone asked their opinion about anything. So I'm assuming they'll be jumping out the bit. They'll be happy. I need to go back and see whether people have actually critiqued the ride. So I'm not really that interested in hearing their opinions. But what I will do is actually maybe give a little bit of my thought process on what's running through the old noggin, the old nogs, while I'm filtering. Try and put any fears to rest. Don't know why I came this way actually. Generally quicker to go down the dock road. Fancy the change. Change is as good as a rest. Not entirely sure that's completely true, but it's different, isn't it? Different. Usually come this way in the morning. So a bit of get some correct positioning, which is me at the head of the queue. Bicycles have a boss day. That is probably the most scouse thing you could stick on a wall. Boss day. What's this? The HMS go fucking slow? The HMS do the speed limit? Some people are taking fucking liberties. Lung fung. Does anyone know of a Chinese restaurant that is any less than 2 words? I don't think it exists. I'm literally trying to think of one now actually. Chinese restaurant or Chinese takeaway. 2 words. Sorry, less than 2 words. Like the Madonna of Chinese restaurants, just one name. What are we looking out now? It's a bit of a rare one doing a... That fly didn't go in my eyes, but for some reason I imagined it and reacted like it did. And the brain is very strange. I usually do work in office Wednesdays. Everything's just sort of changed around a little bit. And I'm fine, they're going to be doing that extra day. Extra days in the office from next week. Which is if the weather stays like this, then it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Oh, I'm not going to go down there. There's too many cars close to each other. So much fuckery. I think if you get towards the bus stop, you make it through the lights as long as everyone is a bit sharpish on the old hills. Ooh, a little double check of the weekend as well. Actually, the weather looks pretty good. Don't know though. Down to Wales, up to the lakes again. There's like 1 billion roads, and I counted them. Definitely counted them. 1 billion good roads that I haven't been on yet. I have a bad habit of making habits of where I go. So I tend to find a route and then more or less do that route. The route to Grasmere. It's mainly because I love Grasmere gingerbread biscuits. They are so good. And it also gives me an excuse to go for a ride. I know they deliver. I know there's a website. But shut up. I've got to go there. Because you're standing like the little shop, even though the queue is almost always out the door and down the road. It's got to be done. But I've not done any of like the passes. I'm not keen on the idea of like, oh god, what's like the super steepy dangerous one? I don't want to do that one. Don't like the thought of dropping my bike in the middle of nowhere on a hill. Maybe once my legs improved, I've got a little bit more stability. Especially since I can't stand up on the bike or put too much pressure through the pedals. Pedals? Grips. What the hell are they called? Foot grips. Yeah, they're called foot grips. Foot pegs. Foot pegs! Hey! Them things. So I can't really shift my weight too well. And getting there, getting better, I can turn left better than I can turn right. You know, like the Zoolander of the motorbike kingdom. Whichever way he couldn't turn. Just like that. God, I love making noise. Why would you want an electric bike? Why? Just give it up on life at that point. Give it up. The only high-pitched whine I want to hear is from all the car drivers as I pass them in traffic, or from a gear-driven cam of a VFR. Oh, sexy. Otherwise, we let that V4 roll. I bet it's going to be clear today. Psych myself up to give you the full rundown of the thought process, and it'll be straight through, straight through. Ooh, looks like there's a bit of a cue to turn right. Oh, I wonder if I do my own little Jeep maneuver. People hate it when I do this. Oh, people hate it when I do this. One little trick. Wow. Hey, Ranger Danger. Ranger, Ranger, Ranger Danger. Douche. But it's asserted. My first thought is, get back in traffic, bitch. I'll see you punks later. Oh, I do wonder what bike I need to get. Might have to be a cruiser. You know, people do say the old drinks with age, and they find out I was measuring from the base. I'm going to be in. I'll be in trouble. Oh, I'm not fit through that though, am I? Glenfields are pretty decent bikes, but you know, I just like going fast, and I don't fancy struggling to do the speed limit. I could get a little Harley, but I don't really fancy taking up the bumhole. I'm sure that's one of the initiation rites that you have to go through. What are you doing? I mean, we've got the old metric cruisers. They're quite handy. I mean, it can't be a parallel twin. It's definitely not like a Vulcan S. Nobody likes Vulcan S's. I'd rather get an e-bike. So there you go. There's my thought process on how to filter safely and effectively. Keyword being safely and effectively. Oh, I'm a funny guy. Never quite understand people like this. I'm just going to go in front of you and stay there because you tried to close the gap down. Little flies on my fucking... Get off, prick. Ugh. All the flies are trying to get inside. It's freaking me out, man. I want to open the helmet to let a bit of air in, but if I let the flies in, they might go in my eye. And if I'm blind, what am I supposed to do then? I mean, clearly I'm going to pull over and try and remove the blockage. Sport. Now go on, show some of your sportness. Activate sport mode now. Sport mode, X-Trail, go. Why have sports things, whatever? Just fuck me. People spend so much money on cars that are supposed to be like a little bit like peppy, only to drive them around. Slow things. Ooh, where am I supposed to go? Where am I going? Oh, Beansy won't like that. Just close the gap, dickhead. Joey and I'll just fucking stay in front of the white line. Fucking liberties. I don't know whether the kid was trying to like, do a royal wave or ask me to rev. Can never be. Never tell. Nice little bit of airflow. Better than air conditioning. Much better. Whee! Tracker! The logistics of certainty. I've got a feeling that sounded better in someone's head. So I'm not entirely sure it makes a whole lot of sense. You don't seem to be activating the all-wheels. Driving is quite debatable, if that's what you want to call it. Just drift right across. Don't bother me none. It's on red, so let's slow down 3 miles before it, for reasons. I don't know why I do that, but it doesn't half sound good, does it? Safety. It's a safe manoeuvre. You'll just walk along the road. People's brains are funny. I don't know whether you just expected me to go past it. Good to be. Focus. Beep. Dominance. Beep. Asserted. Beep. Dominus. There goes. Dominus. Suppose I'll make my decision Saturday, Sunday. I haven't done the Peak District actually. I've not gone there yet. Should probably have a little look around some of the roads around there. Main issue I've got is the routes to get to them are sort of, I've travelled quite a lot, and that's generally the bit that puts me off. I might have to book some time off work and go camping somewhere. Just bugger off up to the old land of the Scots, do some castle collecting while I'm there, and do the long trip part, go exploring, have a little camp, come home. Don't mind the bloody rain though. Such a pessimist. Look at me. Doggy. I didn't think she was going to pull out, but just look at me. Magnificence. Magnificent, as the French might say. I keep thinking about going back down the dual carriageway and then along the coast road. Because I quite like the coast road, but in there requires dual carriageway. And it's not exactly that much fun. Although skipping a bunch of traffic on the new little bypass, that's kind of fun. Because it's a 50 there or thereabouts, and people very rarely do 50. There's a long line of traffic. They just sit there at 40 or something. So on the roads that wide, you can just like overtake without having to go into the oncoming lane. Let's do that next week. Revisit a classic. Oh, sucks to be you right now. I'm not sure there's anyone getting out of that unless you're getting let out. And unfortunately, I'm an arsehole. That's not true. I do let people out a lot. E-bike, look at him whizzing along, no effort in. I don't get is the whole way in giving more room and more priority to cyclists for their safety when half of them don't even wear bloody helmets. Bare minimum of level of safety, and they can't be bothered, and yet we're supposed to make sure they're safe. I reckon if they're not wearing a helmet, I should be allowed to kick them as I go past, knock them off just like and go whoa, shit them up a bit, then just shout, wear a helmet you wanker. I wear a helmet, obviously right now I'm wearing a helmet, but when I'm cycling, I wear a helmet because if I fall off, I don't want to have brain damage. It'll be argued that cyclists already have brain damage. I know what that's a bit of a self-burn, self-inflicted wound, but people who know me would probably agree with that statement. Father retards. Smell of shit. That's how you know you're proper in the countryside. And you can smell the shit. Well, I still haven't done that walk around thing that I said I was going to do. I should make a list. Then I'll probably forget to make the list. And then forget things that I was going to put on the list. I'm very organised. About a lot of things. Some things that I'm very, very strict with, team-wise. But in other aspects, I really couldn't care less. Ugh. I'll tell you what is weird, actually. People at work discussing diet and exercise. Right, and I normally don't weigh in on any of those kind of conversations. I'm not a big fan of just offering unsolicited advice about most things, but I thought, a couple of things here and there to maybe poke people in the right direction. And for a bit of context, I am 6'2", 193 kilograms, 15% body fat. I work out quite a lot, and if it wasn't for the fact that my right knee is ball bagged, I should probably be cycling hours at a time as well. I've been doing it for years and years and years, especially when I was in the army. Hoorah. Wait, no, that's an American army thing. What's the British army thing? Oh, sidetracked. So, I know a fair bit about calories out, what to avoid. And the guy was like, oh yeah, packed in crisp, I just eat loads of nuts. And I was like, careful about that. Nuts have got more calories and oils in them than you'd realise. And he looked at me, I'm some sort of pleb. As if they sort of look at me like nuts are tiny. That kind of look on his face. And I'm sat there thinking, of everyone here, I'm the only one who actively looks after his own health. And you're looking at my advice, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's like, fucking, I don't know why I bother sometimes. You're trying to help people who are like quite overweight, basically heading for failure, and at some point that failure is going to be the last one where they just go, do you know what, it's not worth it, I'll just be fat forever. And they could have done something about it. Even little things like, say, switching from like beers to Diet Coke and spirits, something a lot less calorie dense, or maybe reducing drinking down altogether. When I tell people I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't gamble, although it's not for any health reasons or religious, like in potholes. It's just, I don't know, I live a relatively clean existence. I used to drink way too much. But when you tell people you eat healthy, everyone breaks out the pasties and stuff like that. I've got a little box of couch sticks and some hummus. It's such a sad life, but it tastes nice, right? It tastes nice, right? Stop judging me. Stop it. And they're all complaining, oh, I always eat too much. I was like chowing into the burgers and stuff. And someone goes, oh, you're not even gonna have a bit of salad? Oh, I don't eat rabbit food. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, high protein diet might seem nice right now, but on the way out, you're gonna regret that decision, I swear to God. But no, I don't know anything. Especially when they're like, oh, they play football every week. I said, yeah, I was like, kick around isn't going to make a difference. You need to stop eating pies, you fat fuck. I didn't say that, because that would be rude. So I thought it and tried to project it mentally like, into his mind. So he knew. He knew I'd call him it. But I didn't say it. I'm joking. I don't really judge people. Like, yeah, it's up to them. Got nothing to do with me, how you want to live your life. But if you're trying to actively be healthy and you're talking about the things that you're doing, and if someone like just gives you a little bit of a little tip, that's all it was. I didn't say, oh, you should be eating this, and this, and you need to cut out this, and this. It was literally, oh, you just be careful with nuts. They're quite calorie dense. Fuck him. Hope he has a heart attack. Dies. I joke. No, we don't. I don't hope that at all. Don't hurt me, YouTube. Be gentle. I'm starting to think that this fly that I keep seeing is actually inside the helmet at this point, because it seems to be quite tenacious. I wonder if I swallow it. Suck it in. Imagine if I just did choke on a fly then. Oh, what is going on here? Someone's parked up. What are you doing? What are you fucking doing, cash cunt? Oh my god. You had all the time in the world to go past him then, but you'd leave it till the last second. Why not? This is why I get my no views on some videos, I think. My sweary mouth. And I'd edit the little sweary mouth out, but if I can't be bothered to edit out all the times I go, then I'm not entirely sure that I'm going to go through the entire video looking for the sweary words, the hurty words. Might hurt someone's fifis. I'm guessing you're going right, because you can't be tits to whatchamacallit, indicate you're turning there, down there. Oh god, that's probably offended someone. You can't do anything these days. Just want to put some feathers in your hair and dance around slapping your open mouth, and all of a sudden, that's racist. Do you know, I actually don't know whether there must have been some sort of Indian group that did that whole mouth smacky dance thing. It can't be all fiction. There's no way TV and film lied to me about that. I think that fly is on the inside. I know, I'll release it. I didn't mean to get something in my mouth. It might have been the fly. Oh, what is it with all the indicator boys trying to turn off? Just, why can't you be going the way I'm going? It's rude. All I want is everyone to either get out of my way or be going the same way that I'm going. I mean, obviously not all the way to my house. I'm not inviting them in. Do you know, when you get some people that come around to my house, especially my parents, right? They'll come round and they'll be chatting forever, and they'll always come, because I like to have dinner relatively early, so they'll always come before I've made dinner. And what I want to say is, can you please leave, I'm hungry. But what I'll do is I'll just simply not make any food, so I don't have to make them anything either. So I'll starve myself out of spite. I don't know whether they're dodging oh, they're right, they're dodging out parking on the road. Oh, for damn boo. Spicy would be ashamed. What if I didn't have any feet? I would fall off the bike there, wouldn't I? I'll have little peggies for my peggies. Foot pegs. See? Remember them. I know what they are. I think in Scotland, this would be what is often referred to as talking pish. Do summertime. 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 They just stopped in the middle of the road. Don't know where else they're gonna go. Oh yeah, just knock each other into traffic. No kids. Oof, these days. Knocking each other about. Oh, and I bought some snow foam for the bike, but I've got the Karcher pressure washer I've got drinks it. Absolutely drinks it. And you don't get like that fluffy snowy thing. You just get kind of like a little bit of suds. So I don't know whether it's just crap. So I've bought a little pump sprayer thing. Hopefully that'll be good. I literally I used it on my bike, and a quick go of the wife's car. Almost half a bottle was gone. I'd rather just use a big old sponge. That's free. You gotta buy the sponge. Well, they're like £1. It's less than £1, then it's essentially free. Oh, what's to this traffic? I need a wee right now. I need a wee. I need a wee. So I'm going in front of you, looking at the traffic, in case they wanna pull to the right, and don't signal, because they are gobshites. Squeezing right here. Don't know where that guy's going. Fuck was that about? I might over exaggerate that and stick it on YouTube, just because it annoys so many people. Makes me laugh. Look at this car driver. He is so stupid. Look at that bike driver. He could be in the front right now, and he's not. Indicator, you fucking knobhead. No. I don't understand bikers that don't filter. Do not understand. It's one of the best things about motorbicycling. It's your God-given right to just go to the front. Racing through traffic, that can be a bit of a skill issue, but just going round everyone, just fucking do it. I would have let him, but he stopped. There's a crossing like literally right here. So many people just turning off the road. Just keep going my way. You could just circle back. Just do a U-turn later on when I turned off. No indicators on the car. Just gonna sit there, wait for a sufficient gap, and then go. Instead of letting people know what's going on, someone could maybe slow down, give it. Nah, can't even afford 2 fucking bulbs. At least he can afford. Maybe that's why he had to put the bulb out the brake light to keep his indicators on. I am fully aware of the fact that I keep saying this and I have not pressed my indicators the entire time. That, my friends, is because it's funny, friends. Like I'm putting this up on the internet. I've got an itchy bunch of coconuts. Ooh, what am I gonna do? She then indicating, so I was like, well, I'll just hold back slightly. Don't start fucking crossing, you stupid child. Is that the same bike? I think it might be. Does he know a secret way? Secret ways. That's why it didn't filter. He knows the secret way. The weirding way. It's funny. Cambo! Another two! Woo!